Hello and welcome to another episode of Conversation Gurus. On this episode, we will look at how to start a conversation with a stranger, someone who you don't know, in English. Hopefully, by the end of this video, you will be able to start a conversation in English with anyone, anytime. Let's get started. First, let's break a conversation down into 3 parts. 1, starting the conversation. 2, the conversation. And 3, ending the conversation. First, starting the conversation. You'll need to go up to a stranger and start talking to start a conversation. When you go up to a stranger, you don't want to make them feel uncomfortable, so remember to smile. Not like you're crazy, but just a nice, friendly smile. And say, hi, or excuse me, or pardon me. If you are talking to a person in a group of people, remember to address, to greet, to say hello to the whole group of people. Make eye contact with the whole group of people, or at least as many of them are paying attention to you looking at you. If you only talk to one member of the group, it might seem rude or make everyone feel uncomfortable. Also, be aware of your body language. You might want to show with your body language that you are not trying to permanently join their group. You just want to chat. You might want to lean back and show that you are going somewhere or about to leave. You could even say, I can only stay a minute, or I have to get back with my friends, to put them at ease, to make them feel comfortable, that you are not trying to join them for the rest of the night or for a long time. That might feel uncomfortable because they don't know you yet. If the conversation goes well and they are smiling, laughing, interested in what you have to say, or otherwise happy to have you join them, you can change your body language to show that you don't need to go or have a seat or something like that. Now let's look at the second part, the conversation. So, you've approached a stranger or a group of strangers. So now what do you talk about? That has a lot to do with the situation, where you are, what you are doing, who the people are that you're talking to. Look around and find something to talk about. If you are at a club, you can talk about the music. If you're on a bus ride, talk about what he or she is reading or where he or she is going. If you are in a restaurant, then talk about the food. Tell them where you're from, and if they seem interested in your homeland, you can offer to teach them a little of your first language. Let's look at a few broad situations of where you might try to start a conversation in English. First, if you are in your home country and you see some tourists, you could ask them if they need any help. You could ask them if they need any directions or for you to translate something for them. There are lots of possibilities to help tourists in your home country. Another situation is that you're traveling as a tourist in a foreign country and you see some other tourists. You could ask them if they know where someplace is, maybe a tourist attraction. Do you know where the Grand Palace is? You could ask them. Have you been there? What did you think about it? Would you recommend it? Could you recommend a good local restaurant? Do you know where I can exchange some money? But instead of asking for advice or help, try offering assistance instead. You could tell them about a nice place you think they should go. You could say, have you been to the Grand Palace? You should really go. It was great. There is a really great place to eat just over there on this street. It's called Tom's Thai Food. If you want some Thai food, you should give it a try. Try to be helpful and offer good ideas or assistance. If you are visiting an English-speaking country, you will have every chance to practice speaking English. Even though it might seem like a good idea, try not to spend too much time around speakers of your first language in a foreign country. For example, if you are Chinese and you are visiting New York, don't spend too much time in Chinatown. or you will miss out on opportunities to practice speaking English. And finally, ending the conversation. It's important to be aware of how engaged, how interested the person you are talking to is in the conversation. Are they really happy to be chatting with you? Or would they rather get back to talking with their friends? Or have some other place to go? Or just being polite, but really are done with the conversation and are now uncomfortable? If they look away, give short answers, and don't ask you anything, or just look uncomfortable, then just thank them for chatting and leave them alone. If they are smiling, asking you questions, want more information, or ask you to join them or their group, then you might have made a new friend. They might ask to exchange phone numbers or to friend each other on social media, Facebook, etc. Or maybe not. If you suggest to exchange phone numbers or whatever, and they don't want to, then don't push it. Don't ask more than once. Okay, let's go over some basic principles to think about. The first one is don't just try to take. Offer value. Don't just try to use the conversation as a way to practice English for your benefit without thinking about how the person you are talking to would enjoy or get something from the conversation. Offer them a positive attitude, fun, information. Teach them a few words of your language. Make them glad to have talked with you. Really listen to them and what they are saying, not just planning what you will say next. Actually listening to someone is a great gift. You bring the fun and the positive attitude. Do not try to improve your day by talking to them. Try to improve their day by talking with them. Come from a place of abundance. You have all that you need. Don't give off needy, please let me take some of your fun, positivity. I have nothing. Please, I need. Try to offer rather than take. Next, be honest. Be yourself. Don't invent fake reasons why you want to talk to them. Don't make up fake stories about where you have been and what you've done to try to be interesting and impress them. It's okay to say, hello, you seem interesting, and I just wanted to know if I can chat for a minute with you and practice my English. I have had many people approach me in the exact same way, and every time I have taken at least a few minutes to chat with them. If you go up to someone, at least you can offer them honesty. Honesty is actually pretty rare. If you are nervous, try to get yourself in a positive, fun state of mind. If you cannot, then accept that you are nervous. You can even say, I'm nervous because my English isn't so good. And the last point that we want to talk about is accept rejection. Some people are not very nice. Don't take it personally. It most likely doesn't have anything to do with you. If they are mean and not nice, then you wouldn't have wanted to talk with them anyway. Many people are just in a hurry and don't have time to talk. Or maybe they are in a group of friends and don't want to take time away from their friends. Don't take it personally. Not everyone is ready to chat with a stranger. Okay, so I hope that you now feel more confident in speaking with strangers. Go out and practice your English and hopefully make some new friends. Well, that's it, and I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Conversation Gurus. If you liked this episode, go ahead and click the like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you would like to support our channel, check out our Patreon page to help us make more videos. As always, go ahead and leave any questions or comments in the description box below, and thank you for watching. See you again.